Shares of Applied Materials are soaring after the company delivered an upbeat sales forecast, signaling a high demand for artificial intelligence and memory semiconductors. For more on this, we're joined now by Atif Malik, analyst at Citi. It's good to have you join us. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
So what are your initial takeaways from Applied Materials' latest earnings report?
A big beat and a bigger outlook. The focus for investors was their own commentary for the full year semiconductor system sales. Expectations were around mid-teens, and they are calling for a 20% growth this year, obviously driven by AI, advanced packaging, DRAM, foundry logic. So Applied Materials is back. It has been an underperformer last year versus peers like Lam Research and KLA. And the mix of spending is their friend this year. They have the highest market share in the DRAM market.
It does seem to show, right, what everyone has been talking about and predicting is that these companies that deal with semiconductors and also like the chip industry, that's all going to be trending up this year and doing pretty well because of this AI run we're seeing.
Correct. Memory components are in severe shortage. Looking at hardware companies' commentary as well as Qualcomm, it is impacting the demand for consumers on the lower end, but all that memory supply is going towards AI. So equipment makers like Applied Materials are in a good position because we need to add more capacity to meet that demand. And fab space is limited this year. So Applied Materials and peers, Lam, KLA, are looking at an extended upturn into next year because of a limited fab shell capacity.
With that being said, though, okay, so on that note, let's talk a little bit more about the risks for the company as we head further into 2026.
Right. The biggest risk on this group, including Applied Materials, has been China's sales. It has been roughly around 30% of equipment sales for them in the last couple of years. And China is looking to a more in-source. Also, there are restrictions by the U.S. government on leading-edge equipment to make AI chips in China. So that has been the biggest overhang risk for the last couple of years. And this year, the non-China demand outside TSMC, even Intel, Samsung is growing, and that's offsetting the risk in China.
Applied Materials also settled that U.S. Commerce Department investigation with a $252 million payment. I'm wondering, did that have any impact on the latest quarter that we saw?
No, it did not. It was a one-time fine by the company not following export restrictions. We have seen cases like this in the past with hard disk drive companies also settling with the U.S. government when they were restricted. So no, it was a one-time event, but no criminal or long-term implications.
And we know that Applied also has a new partnership with Samsung. I'm wondering how meaningful that is. Is that something you're kind of watching for as we head forward?
Yes, Samsung, TSMC, and Intel combined are 75% of the global equipment spending. So Samsung obviously is a big spender. Them partnering with Applied Materials on this EPIC R&D center is a big endorsement that Samsung believes Applied Materials is the company that can help integrate all the processes required to make a transistor. Applied Materials is the most broad-based, diversified product portfolio. So Samsung, everyone needs to work with Applied Materials to make these devices work in the future, and Samsung's a huge endorsement.
You mentioned also that OPEX is rising. Where is the company investing there?
Yeah, the company always has to invest in R&D, new products, because making these transistors, advanced packaging, chiplets require newer processes, newer materials, as their name suggests, Applied Materials. They're always working on new materials. So the focus on the OPEX is always R&D. If 75% of your sales are 3 customers, you do not need a lot of salespeople to sell your products. So the focus on OPEX is always moving more towards R&D dollars versus SG&A.
Okay, we will leave it there, but it was really good to get your insight on Applied Materials. Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it. That was Atif Malik, analyst at Citi.